Okay, come on. Come on. Come on, there we go. You're working again.
In a Megatron shelf.
Okay, here we go. We're working again. God damn it. I don't understand. Do I need to, like, clean out my, like, hard drive or whatever? I don't understand what's happening anymore.
Clean out. Go to OBS, clean out the cache, to clean out everything.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
You can also try upgrading your RAM.
My RAM's max as it is, Comet. It's the max amount of RAM my computer can handle. So I don't think it's a RAM issue. So
you need to tape another RAM on top of the RAM you already put in, so that the juices can seep into the RAM that has been installed.
Just RAM on top of RAM. Oh my goodness. Alright.
I just find it funny that the Black Knight Squad to follow the Power Rangers color scheme.
Power Rangers roar.
Oh, they're like a red, blue, green, a yellow, and a pink.
I do find that funny too. It's like, ooh, we're the Power Rangers. Power Rangers Dino Charge.
The pilot's gonna look like a Power Ranger cast.
Alright. Anyways, what time is it right now? Since we back, Chelsea? Okay, good. We're back. Okay. Okay. You know what? I suppose OBS crashing on me like that is a sign that we should get on with the show. So, ding ding ding, Chelsea. Don't worry about it. What you eating, Nick?
Noodles.
What kind?
You know, just pasta. Like,
Alright. Okay then. Well, in that case, then, anyways, like I was saying, this is probably a sign that we should get this show ballin'. We're ballin' like a song. Alright, let's get this ball in a row. So
can I actually watch that whole video?
You want to watch the pawn video? Oh my goodness.
No, I said Cal watch that video.
Oh my gosh, why?
Oh no, I didn't ask him why.
What's wrong with your friend Cal?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we got a first-time chatterer. A goblin Hobino? Can we have angel hair pasta with grilled chicken?
Theoretically, yes.
No.
Theoretically. All right.
Can you?
I don't know if I don't know if we have it on the menu tonight. You know, we're a bit of an Asian restaurant, so.
Xenonix Laotian Adventure.
So you're Chinese or Japanese? I'm Laotian. So are you Chinese or Japanese?
Yeah, we should get the show on the road.
All right, let's get this.
At least it's not Russian.
No, remember, no Russian. Except it's not Call of Duty. It's all right. So, Ninjato, you want to talk about why Soviet Russia's kind of not that great?
Well, okay. So, Death of Stalin is a 2017 comedy film, which is like you would think that a film about a dark, evil regime that would be very serious. No, this is whole comedy.
Is it funny?
It was an adaptation of a French graphic novel.
Oh, that I did not know.
Yeah, and the whole plot is that
Mm-hmm.
within the first 15 minutes, Stalin dies, and it's all about, and the whole thing is about the committee that is left behind trying to figure out how to move the country forward.
Mm.
It's about the power struggle between Nikita Khrushchev, who is slightly less of a dick than everybody else, and Beria, who is a
Stalin's
whole lot more of a
Himmler.
dick than everybody else.
Oh, lovely.
Like, do you know who Himmler is?
You've told me about Himmler, the guy that Hitler put in charge for the camps and shit.
Yeah. That's Barrier.
Mm.
Or Baria. And yeah,
Beria.
there is so many funny things that happen. Like, immediately, like, of course you have to get used to learn about who Stalin is and why the rest of the film works the way it did. And, oh boy, it introduced with a concert scene, and which, by the way, most of the events of this film happen.
Okay.
The only major issue they did with the film in terms of historiography is condense events that took with months in between each other and made it as if it's a week.
Ah.
So, like, time compression.
Okay.
Which isn't, like, that bad.
Mm.
Compared to other war crimes against history.
Ah. I see.
But,
Mm.
most of the film is just the committee bitching at each other.
Ah. Okay.
About what to do. But anyway, the film begins with a concert being played. And Stalin phoned the studio to get a recording. And guess what happened?
They did not.
Oh.
They did not record it.
They didn't record
And
it. Oof.
Stalin wanted a recording.
Mm.
So they had to force as many guests as possible to remain seated to go another go around, and then grab people randomly off the streets so that the acoustics can work properly. And then meanwhile, while you have this going on, you have a barrier who is the head of the basically the KGB, passing out lists to his goons to say, okay, we're gonna take this guy, you gotta shoot him in front of his wife, kill this guy, put him in front of the church, and his death squad's going out. So there's like a bit where the conductor for the orchestra fainted and knocked himself out. So they had to find a conductor.
Oh.
You go to like this old couple's house. You think that he's gonna get arrested to be sent to like to be disappeared, but no, it was just a concert grabbing.
Oh, okay.
So many, and like the only then the reason Stalin wanted to have the recording of the concert is because of this pianist playing, and in the film she is actually based on a real person. This incident happened years before the what would have been the events of the film, but
okay.
She actually wrote a personal note basically damning Stalin.
Oh. Ooh.
It's like, you're a disgrace to Russia. and like in the film,
She
was. They kind of made it that she had to be convinced with money to play for Stalin, but in reality, she got the money because it was a gift from Stalin, and the letter that she gave to Stalin. This was years ago, because her statement was like a lot more kinder, but similar vein. It was the kinder form, and then she ended, the money that you gave me, I donated to my local church. Which is, if you know about Soviet Russia, it's a big no-no. That would have been sent you on the list. But Stalin had plenty of times, but he just didn't do it. He liked her. He liked her skills as a pianist.
Okay.
She was great at playing the piano. Don't put her on a Gundam.
The piano. Okay.
That random guy.
Ooh.
What was that guy's name again?
You know, I would find it funny when they released the toy. The toy, it came with that effect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so Stalin in the film, Stalin dies by brain hemorrhage, and he fell on the floor, and the guards did not investigate because they got scared, because you could tell everyone is scared of Stalin. So scared that, like, they didn't open the door until the maid showed up the next morning, so he's been convulsing in his piss all night.
Okay.
It's just so funny where they have to do a certain way because of the respect of Stalin, but everyone doesn't like him.
Okay.
But like one of my favorite scenes is when the committee when Khrushchev, Beria, and Malenkov, like the central characters in the film, meet up, and they say, and Khrushchev goes, "Should we get a doctor?" But we got rid of the doc. We got rid of the good doctors. Why? Because they were conspiring against Stalin. This is a reference to Stalin was actually, before his death, was setting up his sequel to the Holocaust.
Oh. Lovely.
Like, all the good doctors got arrested because they were Jewish.
Lovely. Well, what about the bad doctors?
Well, here's the thing. They go, okay, let's go the ones that we didn't arrest, but they were the bad doctors. not magic, like the bad doctors.
No, if Hitler comes, if Hitler comes to, then they're good doctors. If Hitler's dead, then they're bad doctors, and you'll never know.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, you know what? Okay, here's an idea. That lady that helped us gather all the doctors, she has the list and everything. So let's have her do it, and if anything goes wrong, we can blame it on her. And then Beria gave her a demeaning name.
Oh.
Like, because he goes like, oh yeah, she was good at picking up these doctors and giving good fellatios.
I think it was Molotov to give her the name. It's like, oh yeah, if things go wrong, you can just blame it on Miss.
Yeah, exactly. So unfortunately, the one you picked on the screen, Genghis, did not have all the principal characters. Goes on. I think those are like the higher. Yeah, because Malenkov is the actual secretary. He was the one who became the secretary general officially when Stalin is dying. And he is a weakling who only cared about his image. Like, it's a common thing. It's like, for the people and for my image, like, we need to get the girl so it can be a continuity. Like a total weakling. And then Deepa Shemi plays Khrushchev.
All right.
And then the man, if you look at the image, the girl and the man with the actual hair are the children of Stalin.
Ah.
And Vasily is a screw-up.
Ah.
They didn't ever consider them to take over for Stalin.
Oh, okay.
Like, his introductory scene is this: Soviet planes don't crash.
All right.
As a trained new member for the Soviet hockey team, because the plane that didn't crash didn't kill the old members.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's totally not a drunken conspiracy theory spouting nonsense.
Oh.
Dimwit.
All right.
It is so funny. Like, he went on a whole rant about, like, they are implanting Stalin's brain with American queer Zionists from New York.
What?
Hilarious.
What?
By the way, we're just scratching the surface of all the comedy. Like, it is throughout the film, and it's not like it's comedy through just the absurdity of the reality.
Huh.
On it. Like, this film does such an excellent take on making fun of communism without doing the whole evil leader thing.
Okay.
It shows that, like, well, here's another problem with communism. The border just it's made out of the committee of petty assholes.
Lovely.
And then you just see the aftermath of people getting shot and murdered.
Oh. Ooh.
Luckily, it's only that's the worst you actually see on screen. Is people getting killed. But also, Zukov, the guy in the very front, he's a Chad.
Oh.
He
Okay.
always have all of his medals in front, and he is somebody who's like no nonsense. Like, he punches people.
Okay.
You see, he either killed Hitler in the bunker or he punched a bear.
He's a war hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah.
Yeah, he's the one. He was the Soviet general for World War II. And I think
he was actually he was actually one of the ones who, you know, didn't just order massive waves of human attacks. He could actually, you know, general.
Ah. Okay. Alright then. He didn't save wave after wave of his own men.
Yeah, no. They didn't do much of the World War II stuff because this takes place in 1953.
Ah, okay.
Which, funny enough, takes place the same year as the end of the Korean War.
Ah. I see.
Two good capitalism victories in 1 year.
Yeah. But just also the way they introduce the characters are hilarious. Because, like, they do, like, them doing something, like, ridiculous, and then they slow down, and then they do, like, the title of, like, their actual character name.
Okay.
Also, one of my favorite bits is, like, what happened to Polinsky? Or Polonov? He got put on the list.
Ooh. Well, sucks to be him.
And then, like, one of the other character, Molotov, who is the foreign secretary, you see his introduction scene is him going to his car, and then Barrier says, he's on the list.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny because Molotov is actually a very committed communist.
Ah.
He's a guy, you know, he's the guy that Molotov cocktail was named after.
Ah. Why do you get put on the list? What do you do?
Because Barrier and Stalin.
Ah.
Yeah.
And also his wife. Also his wife was Jewish.
Ah.
But what's so funny is that they are both totally committed communists. As soon as Polina found out about Stalin's death, she cried.
Ah.
Not out of relief of like not being murdered, but that Stalin is dead.
Ah. So they were hardcore.
Yeah, they were uber hardcore.
Mm.
The only thing the film has for an accuracy in terms of that relationship is that they kind of played up the commitment for Molotov to an extreme that he doesn't trust Polina.
Huh.
Even though historically they loved each other through and through. They had no issues with that.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't want to really spoil much. The only thing I'm willing to spoil is like the first 15 minutes and some basic stuff in terms of jokes.
Ah.
Like, Not's favorite scene is the funeral scene.
The funeral? Okay.
It's got all the best jokes. It's got Zhukov's introduction. It's got them arguing when the orthodoxy
Who
priest
brought in the bishops?
Yeah, because they're all atheists. They hate.
Oh.
So like the whole thing is that Khrushchev wanted to push reforms, right? But then Barrier undermines him and pushing the reforms as if he's doing it, so that Barrier can get the support of the people, so that he doesn't get killed off for all of his war crimes.
Yeah.
So like Barrier's the antagonist of the film, so you know what's gonna happen to him at the end.
It's Beria.
Beria. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barrier's not gonna survive. He's the fat one.
The fat one. He's the fat man. Fat man.
Yeah, that's Barrier.
Okay. Yes.
This is an excellent comedy, black comedy film that balances out the horrors of living under the Soviet Union, but in a funny light. Like, we talked about what other historical events we would like to see given the death of Stalin treatment. I personally would like to see one of the church councils get this treatment.
The church council?
Because the early church councils, because they had a lot of hilarities, like the Council of Nicaea having Saint Nick punching Arius in the face.
Okay.
Like, both sides excommunicating each other.
Ah.
I think the French Revolution would be a good one.
The French Revolution.
That could be a trilogy of comedies. Where each one gets more ridiculous.
That's a lot of heads.
That's
a lot of heads rolling off.
Oh yeah, but then you get the additional fact about
I'm just imagining the scene with Robespierre. It's the scene where he's, they try to go and So before he gets his head chopped off, someone tries to shoot him, and he shoots him in the head, and it blows off his jaw.
Oh no,
so
he
I
did
imagine,
it to himself.
He
He botched his suicide attempt.
I just imagine like they're talking with each other, like the other characters are talking with each other, and then this Robespierre's on the ground, and after like a few minutes, he starts groaning, and they all like turn, and he's like, "Oh fuck, Robespierre's still alive."
Oh, he's still
Someone can
alive.
fucking kill it.
Like my bit, that one would be more about. It's like you try to set up where you set it up as if if it was like a trilogy or like even a single film, you set up the beginning of the film or like the trilogy with Robespierre doing a passionate speech as he's about to guillotine somebody else.
Okay.
So then the ending is that you're setting up as if Robespierre is going to get this one last speech. But then they had to remove the covering to make sure his jaw, closing his jaw so that the blade can go cut properly. And instead of having a speech, it's him screaming bloody murder in pain.
Okay. Alright. Hey, alright.
Yeah, it would be great if we had allies. Too bad they're not revolutionaries. We're at war with everyone.
Oh, follow the Roman Republic.
Ah.
Oh, which part of the fall of the Roman Republic?
There's a lot. That's a good
I'm
one.
thinking Marion and Sulla.
Marius and Sulla.
Yeah, Marius and Sulla. Because I think that's more perfect for the comedy angle. And less people thinking about Julius Caesar and Pompey. Like, you could really... And plus, both are... This one is like when the bloodshed starts.
Oh, excuse me. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm yawning. Ah!
I know not you had an interesting idea for a Death of Stalin treatment.
Yeah, I wanted to make a comedy about McCarthy assembling the Committee of Un-American Activities. But you know, throughout the movie, McCarthy keeps naming the wrong. He keeps naming people who weren't communists, and then you can get vignettes, actual vignettes that came out of the time of like the story of John Wayne. When he attacked the girl claiming to be a Native American when she wasn't. Or Walt Disney when his entire animation staff had the biggest party ever.
Okay.
The McCarthyism era had a lot of funny stories.
Oh.
That could really work.
Huh.
Of course, they're. Of course, Changus, Oppenheimer. That's not funny. That's tragic.
That's not funny.
But no, I just love. I really do want to show that period of history where there was a guy who was technically right, but he was just too dumb enough to see the bigger picture.
McCarthy.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
McCarthy should be mocked.
I'm imagining the Napoleon's 100 Days from the point of view of the ambassadors carving up Europe.
Huh.
Hmm.
It got a lot of interesting figures in there. Talleyrand.
Hmm.
Like, just a lot of the Napoleonic Wars would be good.
Hmm.
Anything involving the Holy Roman Empire.
The Holy Roman Empire.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah, the chaos in that. Oh,
Okay.
I got two.
Okay.
The Great Emu Wars.
The Great Emu Wars.
And there was one war where they fought over a pig.
A pig?
oh, nearly no. Yes, it's a nearly fought war between America, and it featured George Pickett.
Huh.
Essentially, America and Britain had an issue
Mm.
of settling borders
Mm-hmm.
in the way west in Oregon.
Oh.
And essentially, they were arguing
Mm-hmm.
over an island.
Ah.
and one American citizen,
Mm-hmm.
it's either the American citizen or the British citizen, there was a domestic dispute between both of them,
Ah.
and it resulted in the death of a pig of one of them. And
Okay.
that caused an international incident because one of the generals of the local military there,
Mm-hmm.
was wanting to start a war with Britain because there
Ah.
was tension. One of the theories is that there's tensions. It's near the beginning of the Civil War, American Civil War, so he thought, hey, let's unite against a common enemy. Screw Britain.
Mm.
And he tried to have George Pickett basically deploy troops there on this island that they're disputing over.
Ah.
And it keeps on escalating until Winfrey Scott traveled over there himself. The general of the entire U.S. Army goes there and starts slapping people.
Oh.
And it also helped that the British Navy just didn't fight. It's
Ah.
like, this is stupid.
Okay. Alright then.
Yeah, we
So
nearly had a
slap.
war, a second war to take over Canada.
Mm.
We're a pig.
You know, looking back now, maybe we should have took over Canada.
Maybe.
I would say looking back now, it just makes a lot of our current issues put into perspective. At least we're not going to war over a pig.
Well, you know, until someone barbecue get messed up.
Look, that's only a local conflict with Marines versus gangsters.
Wait, that's what happened?
Yeah.
Wait,
Huh.
so if I understand you correctly, Marines got their barbecue messed up by gangster and went to war?
It wasn't a war, it was like a shootout. But yeah.
Okay.
You know, this
Uh-huh.
reminds me of some facts are stranger than fiction. No, truth is stranger than fiction.
The world's a wacky place comment.
Well, it wasn't
Fiction has
Marines.
to make
Actually, it
sense.
wasn't Marines, it was Rangers. Army Rangers.
Army Rain.
You know, just as hardcore. Just as hardcore.
World's a wacky place. And all sorts of
Fiction
shenanigans.
Fiction has to have rules and has to make sense.
Reality doesn't.
Alright. Yeah.
Alright. Anything else though you want to say about Death of Stalin though?
No, just watch it.
Just watch it?
Watch the film.
Okay.
You'll love it.
Ray says no, people just want to go to war over what assholes in office.
Huh?
Okay.
That's
No.
one
I think he meant the comment. He's being sarcastic.
Ah. Okay.
Can you repeat the comment one more time?
What?
Because like a lot of the narrative right now is that we're going to war, people. We're going to have a civil war.
Nah.
Nah.
Oh, is that Texas thing still going? Or did that get
What?
resolved?
No, I think that got resolved.
That got resolved? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that got resolved.
Woo! And nothing happened. Let's go. Nothing happened.
No, I
nothing
think
happened.
they got more stuff.
Nothing happens. Keep winning, gang.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Ah.
Then next week.
No, it's still going on.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I was gonna make a joke that next week California would declare itself the new California Republic.
I haven't played Fallout. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I consider it a bad thing.
Ah. Okay.
Brotherhood is still for life.
Well, it's better than Legion.
Legion?
Anything's better than Legion. Anything's better than Legion.
Imagine a faction that read up on the Roman Empire,
Okay.
only the slavery part.
Oh.
Well, imagine. Imagine you're a historian. You believe you find a book about Julius Caesar.
Mm.
Your brain tumor makes you believe that you are the reincarnation of Julius Caesar, and so you create I'm not lying about that, Chase. I'm not lying.
Okay.
You then create a cult of personality around the idea that you are the reincarnation of Julius Caesar, and thus you must.
It's not Julius Caesar, it's Julius Kaiser.
Yes, Kaiser. And you use the Latin pronunciation of Caesar. Kaiser.
Kaiser. Okay. I don't know anything about Fallout. So this is all news to me.
Oh,
Okay.
what do you hear about? You hear about the think tank, the Sierra Madre, the Institute.
The Institute I know of. That I do know of, and they're just a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
I do know about the Institute how our son's an asshole. Fuck second thought. Fuck our son. He sucks. Screw him. Kill him.
Yeah.
That I know about.
You gotta love Bethesda writing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So.
You gonna call it?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's continue.
Oh, okay. All right then. Yeah. What was it? History is quite funny.
Yeah.
Fiction isn't. Oh, Matchstick is. Whoa, what happened to Matchstick here? Whoa, hold up. Come here, Matchstick. Let me. Okay. And then...
breaking the condition.
Wham! There we go. Well, not anymore.
Wait, Ray says, what?
You're referencing a phrase? No, he's talking to Chelsea. Don't worry about it. Might you be a history buff, but seeing all your hobbies be called bread and circus. Alright.
Yeah.
But history can be funny. Fiction, not so much. And alright, so Comet, you are continuing a streak of Black History Month fiction.
Yes. But a classic, The Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Movie based on the book by Harper Lee.
Yeah.
It says during the Great Depression,
Comet. You forget. Miss Harper Lee had help from Mr. Moneybags to create her story. from Yakuza.
Mr. Moneybags.
And help from Yakuza.
Truman Capote.
Don't don't worry about it, comment. It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
One of the characters from Yakuza looks like Truman Capote.
Don't worry about it, comment. It's a joke. All right.
Okay. Well, this story is told from the perspective. It's narrated by Jean Louise Scout Finch, the daughter of Okay, sorry. It's set. Let's start over. It's set during in Macomb, Alabama, during the Great Depression, during the early 1930s.
Yeah, that's Depression era.
Yeah. And it's told from the perspective of the daughter of Atticus Finch, Jean Louise Scout, nicknamed Scout Finch.
Mm-hmm. And her older brother Jim.
Yeah. And her older brother Jim. And Atticus, the story pretty much about Atticus, he had to defend. Now, keep in mind, during this time, there was Jim Crow South, and racism was everywhere. Well, normal.
Well, the South.
And he had to defend a black man who was accused of raping. I said grape.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just doing it for Twitch, the Twit modders.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead. Raping a white woman.
Yes.
The daughter of I'm trying to make sure I get his name right.
Well, like, okay, so to be fair, comment, like, at least I would hope everyone here knows, like, the broad strokes of the story of To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Because, like, this...
Yeah, eventually he's going to defend a black man who is accused of rape.
Uh-huh.
I mean, shit.
It's fine. Rape doesn't matter, so... Yeah, okay, but comment,
How dare someone say my trigger word?
Stop it, Nick! I swear to God.
Okay, stop it, Shockwave.
Okay.
Stop it.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so comment. So we
Imagine living with him.
I know. All right, so comment. So real quick, I just want to mention this. So again, I would hope that everyone here knows like the broad strokes of To Kill a Mockingbird, and why it's such an important story.
Yeah, I hope so because
I don't.
from what I heard,
Thank you,
it's no longer being an old man. I just found out it's no longer on the reading list. They require a reading list in schools.
Oh no, the N-word! Ah!
I'll give you two things. Like what really made this movie stand out to me is the character of Atticus Finch.
He's great.
I know. Because my favorite, there's three scenes that I really like. The scene of him grabbing the lamp, getting the book, and guarding the front of the courthouse, because he knew because this is the South. I mean, the either dirty South. As soon as someone hear that a black man did, to a white woman, people are coming in, already assuming he's guilty, to hang him. And he stood in front of that jailhouse, calm as ever, and like, I believe y'all should go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No. I interrupted you. You were in a mid-sentence.
Oh yeah, but I was saying the second scene is the courtroom scene. And defending his client, and it's heart-wrenching because you hope he get found innocent, but you know what's going to happen. Because Finch, he poked holes in the story of the of the story
Mhm.
of those who accused his client.
Yeah.
And no matter what, they still found him guilty.
Yeah.
Like, and one thing I like about the scene is that the woman that he was accused of I like the little touch of like the woman he was accused of raping her, like accused him of raping her. She couldn't look him in the eye,
Mm.
and throughout the whole court, her father was staring at her.
Mm.
That stare, like, you better say what you're supposed to say type of stare.
Mm-hmm.
And little touch,
Okay.
little touches like that. It's like,
Mm. Yeah.
and also there was like no music.
Mm.
It was, the scene set the mood.
Mm. Yeah.
And I felt like, and then when the sad part well, those who I just not gonna spoil watch the movie, but yeah, the part after what happened after the court scene.
Mm.
It's like, but yeah, like I said, Atticus Finch really, he's a very humble character. He really made it. He's one of the things that made this movie really shine to me.
Mm.
Because he's a humble character. He's really good. He's the best shot in the whole town, but he really downplays himself and doesn't really like bragging.
Mm.
Yeah, but you about to say something, Chengiz? Ellie?
I forgot what I was gonna say. So I guess I do want to ask, since you're specifically talking about the movie adaptation of The Story to Kill a Mockingbird, is there anything? I guess I want to ask: is there anything specific like about the movie that you would say, like, like, not necessarily like you would think like, like, oh, watch the movie, don't read the book, you should do both, but like, is there anything reason why someone should watch the movie at all? Besides, like, what if someone just goes, I could just read the book?
Well, I think you should watch the movie for Gregory Peck,
Okay.
because he did a really good Atticus. He pretty much portrayed Atticus really well. He did the character justice.
Okay.
Yeah. And what he did what he did in the film really speaks to the character too.
Okay. Yeah. What? I have to ask, was this the first time you've seen the movie?
Oh
To Kill a
no, this is the
Mockingbird?
first. I saw this first in high school,
Okay.
senior year.
Wait, senior year? Wow.
Either senior or the previous year.
Huh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say senior year. Wow, it took you that long? Dang. I remember reading in like, I remember reading the book in like the freshman, sophomore. It's like senior year. Wow.
I saw the movie like after that when I rented it from the library.
Huh.
But yeah, I haven't seen it since then. Yeah.
Okay.
But I like I said, to this I still remember. But I still remember those scenes in the courtroom. And man.
So
what's you know what's gonna happen. You still hope he get innocent.
Yeah, it's a sad story. It's kind of a tragic story. What happened to Kill Mockingbird to Tom, but it's it's to get, but it's really the whole point of the story was is for the character Scout to broaden her world to realize, oh hey, maybe that guy that I walk by all the time and call him the N-word isn't that bad. Maybe he was actually pretty cool,
Oh, definitely. When he sat down and talked with Scout about the N-word,
Hmm.
I'm not defending an N-word. I'm defending a new. Well, for the time it was a new.
Nah.
Ninwa.
And then
Well, okay, you could use the Spanish word because it just means black. El negro.
El Negron.
There we go. El negron. There we go. Use the Spanish words. That way we don't get canceled.
Yeah, and like,
Can a Newa borrow Fry, Ray? Newa, how you gonna borrow Fry? You gonna give it back?
and I think that's kind of what's missing is that another thing about Finch is that he's a good role model, a good fun, male role model, and one of my favorite depiction of a father.
Yeah.
Also, I remember when I was there was my English teacher did this interpretation of that scene where he shot the rabid dog.
Huh.
Like the I'm not sure if that was intentional, but they probably mean the rabid dog represent the town's racism. And him removing his glasses represent him getting the distractions out of the way.
Okay.
Shoot it down.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Nah.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna read the chat. Just Ray just says he couldn't resist.
Let me see the chat.
It was making a Boondocks joke, Can a N-word borrow Fry? I'm telling you, my inner voice didn't speak like this before. He says the N-word all the time. Newa this, Newa please.
I mean, I don't want to spoil the movie, but it's a really good movie. You should watch it and read the book.
I mean, to be fair, you're spoiling a story that's like how old? Like the when did Killing Mockingbird come out? The book again? That was like.
What?
Now, Ray, how is it now we're gonna borrow a Fry? Now we're gonna bring it back?
Well, it came out. The movie came out in 1962, so let me check the.
The book came out two years prior.
2 years prior, 1960.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, people. I want people to read the book, and
right,
and
but
because it's out of the school's curriculum. So,
yeah. But then again, Combat, I would assume everyone here who's listening, watching, and all that has already, read the book and stuff.
I haven't.
You haven't?
Me
Nope.
neither.
Oh. Wait,
Oh.
really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. What did you guys read then?
Shit, I can't remember the name of it.
I can't remember. I know it was on the curriculum that I didn't get around to read it. It was like some other stuff got in the way in reading.
Huh. You too? Wait, it was too. I don't care about the reason why. It was like really. Oh my goodness. How have people not read To Kill a Mockingbird? That's... It is a...
I'm not really interested.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, was there another book you read that was like, you know what, is way more interesting, and it says, like, oh, I'm just saying, it's.
Chelsea said, "How is this book racist? It's just killing mockingbirds." Chelsea.
Those bastards! How dare they! Let me kill as many mockingbirds as I want. Ooh. They don't. They're not human. They don't have rights. How is that racist? You can't be racist towards something that doesn't have rights.
You can't kill a mockingbird. Killing a mockingbird is a sin. Because all they do is make beautiful music.
You can't. You can't be racist towards something that doesn't have rights. Ooh, big brain there. What do you know? Just okay. Okay then. All right.
No.
Well, go ahead.
How about, like that? Just read the book, watch the movie, because the book. Because I think everyone is a classic.
Yeah.
And Gregory Peck does a really good Atticus Finch. Like that's the one that kind of like, because I always remember whatever scene he's in. Well, he's in most scenes, but to be fair, but still, the way he plays the role.
Okay. You don't have anything to say about, the main character herself, those Scouts. Like, I don't care about Scout. No, my man Atticus. That's who I'm rooting for. What about the main character? Ah, fuck her. She can stay racist for all I care. I only care about my man Atticus.
That's a fun thing about.
Ray, books are useless. I only ever read one book, To Kill a Mockingbird. It gave me absolutely no insight on how to kill mockingbirds. Sure, it taught me not to judge a man by the color of his skin. But what good does that do me? Okay. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Oh, you gonna say something?
Oh no, another thing. I just kind of like how the kids act like kids.
Well,
And
yeah,
kind of I felt sorry for Dill.
Dill?
Well, Dill was a character that when he first introduced, you can tell that he was making up stuff about his dad because, well, either his dad is gone or he's a deadbeat.
Ah.
So he's making all these amazing things about. I like that. Yeah. So the dynamic between Jim and Scout pretty good because Jim, like, he can be stubborn, but he's the more mature of the two.
Yeah.
No, he can take a hint.
Well, he's the older brother, so.
Yeah, but, I mean, the older the.
Scout's a little girl. She was like, I don't remember how old, but like she didn't hit puberty yet. She's still really young. So.
Oh, true. I think he's 7.
7? Yeah, she didn't even hit puberty yet. She's still just this stupid naive little kid who 6 or 7, right? Okay. It's like, ooh. But Dad, what's wrong with calling him the N-word? That's what everyone else says. Now, Scout, don't be ridiculous.
I really like that conversation he had. He didn't say it like that. He said, like, Scout, I'm not defending an N-word. I'm defending a Negro.
There's a difference.
There's a difference. And I think like the conversation he had about the new teacher in town. I think they focus more in the book. In fact, I think the film cut down quite a bit from the book too.
Well, that's inevitable, because, you know, with a movie, you gotta streamline stuff.
Yeah, I think that's why Scout. I think because I remember there more being a Scout stuff in the books.
Mm.
I mean, why did I say books? Like they're like an entire series.
My favorite book series, To Kill a Mockingbird. Though I'm personally think that To Kill a Mockingbird 3 was kind of the weakest of the bunch, but you know, but hey, they
Okay, to kill a Mockingbird 1 was great, but then they started these unnecessary sequels. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll say sequels. The worst part when they gave when they said and Kill a Mockingbird, To Kill a Mockingbird again when they gave Scout the half shave.
Oh, that was a disgusting haircut. I don't know why they did that.
But
Oh, they cut out the maid Ray. Okay, the maid character.
Actually, yeah. There's one scene I remember. I think there was an aunt too that supposedly came from Finch's sister.
Ah, okay.
Came over and tried to teach Scout. I think I remember her. Scout is a tomboy, and she tried to teach Scout to be a proper lady or something. Like that.
You must be a proper lady, Scout. You have to give up your rights. You can't vote, Scout. You stupid lady.
I think it's more like trying to put her in a dress and invite her to tea parties.
Yeah, but still funny. If just like, now, Scout, you're a lady. Remember, you don't have rights yet. Now go in the kitchen and make your father a sandwich. Now, Scout, you don't have to do that. But Auntie says, don't worry, Scout. I can make my own sandwich. Atticus, at this rate, your daughter will never be a proper woman. Pretty soon, she'll be independent and start voting. The worst nightmare.
No, I'm gonna reread the book.
Oh, what's that?
No, I think I'm gonna reread the book.
All right.
Yeah, but that's about it. You know, watch the movie, read the book.
Uh-huh.
Don't sleep on this.
Fun fact about the movie. I forgot what the author's name was.
Of the book?
Harper Lee.
What about Harper Lee?
Harper Lee. When she was actually working with the production for the film for about 2 weeks.
Huh.
Then she left.
Oh.
Unlike those who leave original source material, the reason she left is because she believed that the film was in good hands.
Oh, okay. She just had that much confidence.
Yep.
Okay then. Cool. Cool story. You want to make a joke, but you're afraid you're gonna get in trouble, Ray? Can't be that bad. I don't know, it can't be that bad. I've heard worse. Alright. So, what I was gonna say?
Now we're going through Gregory's Pet's film history.
What has he done?
A lot of stuff. He was in Moby Dick. He was Abraham Lincoln in Blue and the Gray.
Huh. Abraham Lincoln. It's about women voting, Ray? Oh, okay then. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Well, we talked about racism comic. Now we get to move on and we get to talk about aliens.
We get to talk about speciesism.
Or something like that. Aliens!
Here's my opinion on it. Kill all the aliens.
Kill all the aliens. Those damn bugs. Alright.
They're taking our jobs.
They took your jobs.
And eating our cat food.
Alright. Not you with us still?
Of course, yeah. Huh?
Alright. Okay. So aliens. They're in Africa.
So I started recently thinking about Neil Blomkamp because I finally sat down and watched Gran Turismo.
Oh, wait, he was behind Gran Turismo?
Yay!
Yeah, he directed Gran Turismo.
Well, you forget to say its full title, Gran Turismo, based on a
Gran
true
Turismo,
story.
based on a true story. It was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
And I got to thinking, Neil Blomkamp, he was at one point in time he was a golden child. He was the man to watch. He was the boy with the golden pants on. And now he's not. Well, there was a lot that happened between the movie I'm talking about now and the movie about the Stranger Things guy calling being bigoted towards the gamers.
Okay.
Yes, the gamers. Of course, the most oppressed minority group.
Gamers.
And now, with the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed
shall rise.
Shall rise, even the most oppressed of all.
Gamers.
So yeah, I decided to rewatch District 9 on the, and I shit you not, this I checked to see, it's like I checked to see, and it's technically this year it's the 15th anniversary.
Oh.
I just 9.
Hold on, I just realized I just made an oopsies. The like little thumbnail I chose for the stream says District 10. Whoops, daisies. That's oh man.
This.
I'm so
To be fair, all the aliens get moved to District 10.
Ah, fair enough. But I made an oopsies there. I just saw District and it's like, oh, whoops, it's District 9, not District 10.
Does that mean
the avant-garde spin-off artsy film District 10 hasn't been made yet.
Yeah, still waiting.
Oh my gosh.
So the synopsis of District 9 in 1982, a UFO is seen making first contact, not in Washington, not in New York, but in Johannesburg, South Africa. We, after 3 months of just, waiting, we just decided to go up there and crack open it and see what we can find. And we did. We found a whole lot of aliens in there, all starving and confused. We decided to, take them in and nurture them. Hopefully they'll go back. They don't go back. In 30 years, in the Lord, the year of our Lord 2010, and now the dubbed prawns are still with us. being separated into the eponymous District 9. Where, they have fun eating a lot of things. Tires, trash, cow heads, and cat food.
Cat food.
So we had the plans in order to quell the rising tensions over in Johannesburg is that a third party company is going to be moving them out into 5 kilometers away. Into what can quite literally just be called Fire Festival in the future. they got the FEMA tents and everything.
Fire Festival.
Good and this project is going to be led by one man. Man, I can't believe I forgot his name. The bad at names is rolling on a roll call.
Is it like a South African name?
It's Vikes. Vikes.
Ah.
He is charged with getting all of them to sign over so that the government can take their property.
Ah, lovely.
And while doing that, he unfortunately gets some stuff on his face. Some very strange, gooey, black, liquidy stuff on his face.
Hold that thought, not.
Goodness.
Chance, have you've heard of Transformers Battlegrounds, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's literally a scene where Bumblebee gets confronted by Shadow Striker. Megatron has big plans for the city. I wanted to see you personally. Oh, deactivated. Oh.
Oh.
So it turns out bad things were going on in that vial he sprayed himself with. And that's when the hilarity ensues. So, District 9 is the directorial debut of one Neil Blomkamp, a South African-born Canadian. Oh, what was that?
Who could not. Didn't he try to make a Halo show or something?
No. I was going to mention that.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Peter Jackson had the rights to Halo. He was going to make a Halo movie. He got Neil Blomkamp, a man who before this time did a lot of short films and commercials. So this was going to be his feature film debut. But the funding fell through. So they couldn't continue on with the Halo project. So Jackson and Blomkamp just thought, hey, we already have kind of prop molds for what we were going to do for prop molds and ideas that what we were going to do for the Halo thing. Well, let's try to get funding for another project while we're out here. So a lot of the things that a lot of the weapons, a lot of the tech that the prawns use can be can be taken as a bit of an inspiration from Halo. Simply just because that's what what props they had at the time. So Blomkamp, he is a native to South Africa. He decided just to like create a story that he kind of knows best. The rampant human rights violations of South Africa.
What a heartbreaking story.
I know. What a beautiful place. I say that sarcastically and seriously, because South Africa, for all its faults, still looks beautiful.
Damn South African bitches, you live like this?
Stop.
You live like this? You know the saying that a lot of people say that that a certain story can only ever be made in a certain place. It's something I always get. It's a phrase I always get heard when it comes to stories like Parasite. Even though Parasite as a movie could really be made anywhere else, but District 9 is a movie that really could have never been made anywhere else other than South Africa, because it's got all the hallmarks. It's got apartheid. It's got warlords. It's got the weapons trade. It's got the very candid, very candid and flippant view of life.
Wait, the apartheid came back?
It just never left.
Oh, lovely.
Like Chengiz right now. White farmers are having their land being taken away and given to people who don't know how to farm.
Oh.
By a politician who believes that his food does not come from farms; it comes from the store.
Wow. South Africa sounds like a wonderful place.
It is. It's a terrific place.
Who the hell runs this place? Starscream?
You know, South Africa had a war with Cuba once.
A war with what?
Cuba.
Huh.
Never mind though. Remember when I forgot which country, but one of the countries showed off their new military weapons, the new power armor, the big truck.
I think that was Nigeria.
Huh.
They showed off their power armor, and it's just literally a man dressed up in pig iron and a paintball helmet.
Motorcycle helmet.
Ned Kelly is rolling in his grave right now.
Oh no, it was Ghana. It's Ghana.
Ghana. Oh, okay.
They have their power armor.
Big power armor.
Let's go. Turns out Fallout will happen in Ghana first.
Oh,
yeah, I found it.
I remember also Ghana. I also remember Ghana. They also they had like their own like Metal Gear made.
Yes. Here's a picture of the power. Here's a picture of the new truck and power armor.
Yeah.
You gotta be my balls to your mouth.
Look at the one on the right. The hose is not connected.
And then they also have like their own like Metal Gear made. It's like, whoa!
Oh, you mean this thing?
Well,
Hey, God, why do you get a cool railgun?
It does. The laser move.
who cares? They made their Metal Gear, man. Come on, America, step up your game. What are we spending our budget on?
We're spending on budget on not making like Hollywood movies.
Ah.
So it's just so, like I rewatched the movie. I still really like it. Like it's still a really good film. It's like it's a brisker movie than I remember it being. Like it's a movie that really does not, it really it really is very focused on what it's trying to say, which is a point of criticism when you compare it to Elysium, because Elysium has a problem where it tries to say a lot of things and it can't keep a lot of discs in the air. What do you call it? But no, so the film is shot entirely within a found footage style. I prefer to use a lot more of like the cinema verite idea, because District 9 is not shot how a Chronicle is, or a Cloverfield, with similar movies around that would have came around the same time. It's a lot more documentary. It's not a lot of the cinematography is acting like shots that are role playing as footage that came from documentary work, but a lot of the movie still carries that idea of that even if there's not really a camera being pointed in the face, the movie is still it's still shot under the belief that still shot under the the way to describe it is very handheld. The movie's very handheld. It's a lot of it's a lot of that filming. I like how gritty the entire film feels. Which is something that Blomkamp wanted to capture, because he didn't. He said that the film was inspired by a lot of 80s sci-fi. Obviously, Aliens, Terminator, RoboCop, and you do get that sense from the way the way a lot of everything kind of feels. It's not a very sleek movie, because it's not trying. It's a lot of it just feels a lot of the locations just feels dirty. Because they other than Wilkes's property, Wilkes's home, the HMD, now the MUN building, and Christopher Johnson's house, which were all they were all like fabricated sets. A lot of the places they filmed at were real places that that existed. Shanties that were built by people who had their who kind of just lived there. And so there is just this entire down and dirty look that the film really captures well. It's a movie where there's still scenes that make me squeamish. The weapon testing scene is still something that gets to me. It's
horrifying.
Yeah, it is. It's very horrifying. And what do you call it? The scene, the scene. Yeah, the scene where Paul goes on a rampage. It's also very well done. Because a problem that a lot of films do when they do found footage is they like to exaggerate how much the person behind the camera is shaking the camera, because they think it gives it a sense of realism, when all you're really doing is giving the audience a headache. So, but a lot of it, there's a sense of the filmmakers knowing how to get, which, the film doesn't have to work on the excuse of, it's being run by amateur filmmakers. No, it's being run, it's being kind of just shot by semi-professionals. So everything can still feel pro. While at the very same time, there's just that moment where the unexpected could happen, and the camera makes note of that. It's very well done. The special effects, they have aged, but they I still like them. The prawns are kind of just a very, 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 very simple. Very, very simple design, but in their simplicity, they still they age far better in the CGI, because there's not a lot of there's little details you put onto their design, but there's not a lot of moving parts that you need to worry about. So it wouldn't age. It wouldn't age as bad as, say, that year's magnum opus film, Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen.
Magnum opus.
Well, yeah, it's the series magnum opus in Shadow. You're clearly not ready for the avant-garde student film of the series, though. Transformers: The Last Night.
I bet you want to know about it, do you, dude?
Dude.
No one understood that movie. Not even the guys making it.
But I think one thing, one thing that I do think shows very much its flaws and its age is the very last mech scene Like, it's a very great scene. Don't get me wrong, but I like Pacific Rim kind of shows that we've came a long way when it comes to showing robots on screen. So like, I love the mech scene in District 9, but I'm like, yeah, but like, I think there are newer examples that, carries more weight, as it were. Trying to figure out more to say.
This is a fun stream, Chelsea. Oh, thanks. That means a
Thank
lot.
you, Chelsea.
That means a lot.
Oh. I will. I guess. Like, I will end with saying this because I do immediately have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I do have to open up for tomorrow. So.
All right then.
Like, District 9, for as great, like, as fun of a time I had rewatching the film. It also comes with it a sadness because this is the like as good as I'll say, you know, Elysium and Gran Turismo are, and as poor as Chappie and Demonic is, Neil Blomkamp still hasn't really made a movie that I felt has kind of reached District 9 in that sense of, you know, this iconic sort of style that he made for himself, that movies later seems like he's trying to capture, but he keeps stumbling. Because there's always one thing or the other that happens. And like, I mean, the most interesting thing I can say about a lot of his films is they feel, they all feel different. I don't say that sarcastically. I do feel like, as much as like a lot of quote unquote one-hit wonders go, with as much as they try chasing their one success, Blomkamp, you know, tries something different to varying effective
degrees varying degrees of success.
Varying degrees of success that I still kind of admire, while still saying that. Also saying that, like, still contemplating whether or not his best is yet to come. That's all.
That's all.
So now you have to go to open up for that giant Madam Web opening.
Madam.
No,
The Madam Web opening. Court.
There's a second.
Madam
opening.
Web.
There's a second
Madam Web
opening.
weekend.
Madam
Well,
Web weekend.
Like I
The
wonder how.
Madam Webkin.
They're gonna re-release it, like Morbius.
No, I don't.
I hope it.
I hope Sony's that stupid again. we can cast.
Imagine being a film that bombs twice.
we
That is the true meaning to morb.
Guys, I need your help. I'm beginning to move.
I'm morbin.
I'm morbid.
I said this about Madam Web. At least Morbius had a memes.
Morbid web.
I don't know what there is for Madam Web.
You know who would say it's Morbin time? An American adaptation of Kamen Rider Kiba.
I wish.
You're like, it's Morbin time. How you make that sound?
What
Every time
noise?
What?
The sound that the Kiba driver makes every time it bites him. That's strange.
I haven't seen Kiva. That's one of the few Kamen Rider shows I haven't seen. I watched Kuga though.
That's acceptable.
I need to start watching Kuga. I've been meaning to watch it.
Oh hell yeah!
But I need to start. Yeah, I need to start it. Like, if there's a,
oh, go ahead.
if there's a positive I can say about Sony now is, at least this year their only movie is not going to be Madam Web, and at least with the other movie they'll be making money.
Let's see the movie.
Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
They're putting in. I hear they're not even making one video game, AAA video game this year.
Sony.
Yeah, they're not making one.
That's
Man, it would have been nice if they put a game in put another year in development.
Xbox has no consoles and Sony has no games. Holy shit, they're a match made in heaven.
When is Ghostbusters coming out again?
It comes out this next month.
Next month? Oh man.
Yeah.
Advertise your movies, please. Well, I guess they'll do their big push next month.
Let's see.
March 24th, right? Really? Hold on, I'm looking up right now. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, the 22nd. Ah, just 2 days after the birth of day. Ah. Okay then. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters.
I wish you boys good night. Madam Web
have
is
a good
calling.
night.
Have a good night. No,
Batman.
good night.
Night.
Who is tagging me? Real quick, who's tagging me? What's going on? Oh, it's just a face connected. Okay. Leave me alone, Fishman! I'm streaming! Bustin' makes me feel good, Chelsea. Bustin', feel good. Alright.
I finished a few more Stag Nights in Megatron show.
Looking good.
Nice. Nice. Alright. Hold on, let me stretch. Ooh. Huh. Ah. Alright. It's so catchy, Chelsea. Well, because Buster makes me feel good. You know what doesn't make me feel good? Oh, Master... Actually, no, you know what? Actually, this placement for Master's PNG is acceptable. Acceptable. Alright. Okay, so... I'm kind of exaggerating... so let me preface this. I'm actually kind of exaggerating a bit about not feeling good watching this show. Okay. So, Ninjato. Oh, go ahead.
At least it's not age.
At least it's not age. Well, actually, I'm gonna make your thing a little bigger.
At least it's not age.
Well, that I don't know. That's damning praise.
What was that?
After that,
Fucking hate it.
damning praise.
Damning praise.
Oh, okay. I think that's the
That's low praise.
Okay. But I know. You watch Gundam Ace? Oh, you mean the Ace in the Mess team, Chelsea? Okay, cool. That's a good one. That's a good OVA.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's damning with faint praise.
Okay. Okay. So, so this is the second time on at least as a topic that we are going to, at least I'm going to be bringing up a Gundam show that is not really that well liked. It's Gundam Seed. I bring this up again because I got curious. Because because if you don't know, Gundam Seed is so popular in Japan that right now, I think it came out right now, or is it coming out? I think it's either it already came out right now, or like it's coming out like really, really soon. Gundam Seed's got a movie, Gundam Seed Freedom, and yes, it is out now. At least it's out in Japan, and Gundam Seed Freedom, it's actually doing gangbusters, money-wise. Like, that's how popular this show is. Like, the new movie Seed Freedom, raking in the big bucks. Like, it's actually really successful right now. It's making gangbusters, and so
What the hell are the fucking Japs thinking?
Because it's really popular. So I don't know.
I'm questioning why it's popular.
Well, see, that's kind of what's been going on in my mind, and so you know what? I decided, you know what? If I'm really gonna find like what I want to know, like what makes this show tick so much in people's minds, so I decided I'm gonna give it another shot.
I have a very sneaky suspicion why. It's full of pretty boys.
Maybe.
And you know what they do.
Well, I mean, it's only fitting. We had this not the year. Last year we had lesbians in Gundam, so it's only fitting we have hot men for Seed. But I guess that was just what went on my mind. I just went, you know what? I just gotta understand like what makes this movie tick in people's minds. So I decided I'm going to rewatch the entire show Seed in its entirety. And then I guess afterwards we can watch Destiny together in Jato.
Yay!
So, yeah. I'm gonna be so I haven't watched like the whole thing. I just started rewatching it. I was able to at least finish rewatching the first 3 episodes, because you know the 3-episode rule when it comes to shows. Like 3 episodes, you get 3 episodes to see if this is good or not. I gotta say, revisiting Gundam Seed, at least with the first 3 episodes, doing this 3-episode rule, I think I was a little too harsh on it. At least going based off of the first 3 episodes. The first 3 episodes of Seed are not that bad, actually. It's not, ooh. Now, again, I've only rewatched the first 3 episodes. I guess as I continue on this rewatch later on down the line, I'll get to the parts where I go, okay, I kind of want to just end it now. But at least for the first 3 episodes, it's not that bad. I do think, at least especially at the first episode, is a strong start to Seed. It's got a lot to introduce for this show, and I gotta say, at least like for an episode that the first episode, to hook you in, it does it pretty well. And the way that episode ends with like the silhouette of the Strike Gundam in the fire raging and stuff, like, yeah, strong start. I think so, at least in my humble opinion. I guess I will say right off the bat, I do immediately recognize that. Oh yeah, I can already tell or remember one of my sort of issue slash nitpicks with the show of Seed, which is pacing. The show can be kind of slow when it comes to its pacing. It's not necessarily always. Now, slow shows aren't always necessarily a bad thing, but it's interesting to see how this show can be kind of paced a little slowly. Especially what I guess like what triggered that in my mind, me remembering, oh yeah, the pacing of the show is kind of slow, is episode 2. Already, flashbacks. Woo!
Yeah, I knew you were gonna bring up the flashbacks.
Flashbacks to the first episode. Whoa!
Our audience had the memory of goldfish.
So, but basically, this show was not meant to be watched in like a binge format like I'm doing. No, this was meant to be, you watch one episode per week, you come back the next week, but at the same time they kind of expect you to just like kind of forget about like a good chunk of what you just watched the week before. So they interject.
They expect you to watch a whole bunch of other anime.
So
that your brains get confused. So that, oh, okay, I need this recap. I need to hammer in about this event.
Yeah. So that's why they sprinkle in the episode flashbacks. It's like the first episode. It's like, okay, I remember this now. Now, thankfully, episode 2 wasn't as egregious as I remember it getting on later on, where later on it got really egregious with his flashbacks. It was just like one flashback to like a scene from the first episode that like at least for me, like, I was like, I just watched this scene like 5 minutes ago. I don't need a reminder. But, you know, they expected you to wait a whole week and forget about that for like that whole week and then come back here. Animation wise, it's also pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the animation is pretty good for, like, you know, it's good old 2D Gundam. It is not, I believe Gundam Seed is the first televised Gundam show that's completely digital. We're no longer Cell. We're digital now, so it's completely digital. I think I'm rewatching the HD remaster. I can't be quite certain. I'm using a very trusty, reliable website that is 100% legal to watch the show. So I believe I'm rewatching the HD remaster, but I could be wrong. Because so far, animation-wise, the quality isn't that bad. No more Cell.
I do like the art style of Gundam Seed in general, except for the mech designs.
I gotta say,
kind of mediocre.
The main problem is that they're only decent in the front. Like in one specific angle, and then any other angle, it gets so weird.
I don't know, maybe I've gaslit myself or something. I feel like the Seed art style and mech design has kind of grown on me. Maybe I'm being delusional. Maybe like the model kits or something have, you know, fooled me, because, you know, model kits do like make adjustments to like the design from the animation model, but like, I don't know. I feel like the mech designs has started to grow on me. Even and there's a little controversial. I even kind of like the jet slap to the back. I don't know. I kind of. Okay, so the whole, like, concept of, like, the backpack with, like, C and stuff, the striker packs, I kind of understand what they're going for, which is the idea of, oh, you know, your robot can, like, swap out, like, parts and stuff just mid-battle. You know, you don't have to, like, okay, I gotta swap out my gun for, like, the big sword. okay, I gotta go all the way back to my ship, dock with it. They gotta tear the robot apart and rebuild it together just in time, like a pit crew. Instead, now just slap a backpack on with a sword and pull it out. Woo! So I get it. I kind of get it conceptually. I think maybe the design could be reworked a little bit better. It could be reworked a little bit better, but I kind of get what they were going with the whole striker packs. And to be fair, like if you don't like the jet slapped to the back kind of stuff, like for like Gundam, well, I kind of hate to break it to you, but our main man, the guy who created the franchise himself, Mr. Tumino, I'm butchering his name on purpose, Mr. Tumino, his show G Reco kind of does the exact same thing with the backpack system.
Well, and not the first time. The first time was with Dragonar.
Oh yes, right, Dragonar. Right, Dragonar also did the whole backpack system. So yeah, so like
I remember seeing it. I only seen like the first episode. I didn't mind it.
Wait, in G-Reco?
With in G-Reco. Yeah, I didn't mind it with like in terms of mech designs. I think the problem is that they made it way too bulky.
Maybe.
Way too bulky, and they went way too big, and also it's like the concept itself has some flaws the more you think about it.
I get it, but at the same time I think there's like a neatness to it. Okay, like think about this. So like think about like this is like this show came out like 2000, right? So like people like just thinking of like like really advanced, like this is probably like in their mind back then, like, oh, this is like a really big advancement when it comes to like like mechanical weapons and all that. Like this is like in their mind they're probably thinking, whoa, this is revolutionary, holy shit. As time goes on, in the hindsight, you could probably look back and go, well, there's some flaws to the whole idea and stuff, but you kind of understand, like, the idea of like just swapping out parts on the fly in the middle of combat and stuff, having to go back to the base, get torn apart, rebuild, then deploy again. Like it's unique, it's neat. I get it conceptually. It's not super realistic, but then again, it's more like a fantastical idea of like what like a mechanical like war machine could be like. Like imagine like you're like you're like driving a Humvee, and then like, oh gosh, the Humvee is capable like being customized and stuff. Oh no, for this specific mission, our Humvee needs like a big ass like a battering ram attached to it, but instead of having to take apart the front of the Humvee, rebuild it from rebuild it again, to have a better support for the battering ram stuff, you could just slap it on like a detachable thing, like on off. It's like, ooh, neato. Conceptually,
the backpack system is just an omni-mech concept from BattleTech, and BattleTech was written before this, like the time with the Planet Invaders, and they specifically pointed out the biggest flaw with that type of system.
Okay.
Replaceability.
Yes.
It's one of those things that it's like. It's on the surface.
It's the Tiger
it sounds like,
or the Panzer.
Yeah,
it's like look, it's on the surface. If you just don't think about it, it's like, oh, why don't militaries do this more often? Of having like systems where you just have one chassis and then just replace you have parts on site. But then the more you think about it, especially when you're thinking about the situation, like for example in Gundam Seed, right, your first couple episodes is like they're on the run, right, yeah,
because they gotta escape the colony and
they gotta escape the colony. The amount of time for them to just swap out the gear in mid combat, hoping that the enemy doesn't shoot down the jetpack as it approaches the pilot in mid combat is.
It's again, it's more of a fantastical idea, like because you have to understand, like the whole point is you're trying to sell, you have to sell toys, right? So you're trying to it's also you're also thinking from like a toy perspective. You know, you're trying to sell toys and model kits to a new generation of kids. So you gotta go, oh, this is such a cool idea. You get a base toy and then you can slap on all backpacks and all that, and you could just switch things around, customization, bada boom, money. So
and then they went backpack crazy.
Yeah, and then but at the same time, like as just in the show itself, it's not trying to be super realistic, practical. It's very fantastical idea of what you're of like a cool like military not even military, just a cool like robot idea for fighting. It's a fantastical idea, and they're trying to sell it as best as possible. But I'm pretty sure they know like this isn't super realistic.
Honestly.
Well, it only looks cool within one specific angle.
Well, but that's more of a design problem, and that's more of a subjective thing than objective when it comes to like art, mech design and stuff. I personally think it's not the worst. I think it's grown on me. At least from like what I've seen from like starting from like Destiny and like even the new movie Freedom, from what I've seen, they've kind of improved on it a bit. The backpacks aren't that egregious looking, but it's a fantastical idea.
I think the model kits look better.
Well, yeah, because model kits, they tweak the design and stuff here and there. Like for example, the Zaf mobile suit, the Jin, in the animation model, it's got that huge, ridiculous fin that even I gotta go, okay, that's a little too much. But then the model kit, they shrink down the fin a bit to look smaller, and it actually does significant wonders to like, oh, that actually looks surprisingly, not that bad. They shrunk the fin down a bit, so it's not too, ridiculous. Ooh, good job.
And they treat the chest and the backpack too.
Yeah, so the little tweaks here and there. So yeah. No more cell, Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. Cell animation is now, not really a thing anymore. It's all digital. The principles of animation still remain the same. It's just now, it's all on the computer. So, but the principle of animation that was with Cell is exactly the same though. You gotta draw the background, you gotta draw each frame by frame, etc. It's still the same. It's just you're just now doing it all on the computer rather than physical cells that you have to like paint on and stuff. So it is what it is. They're expensive on eBay. Well, because cells aren't produced anymore, Chelsea. No one does cell animation anymore. All right, but that's what I was saying. I think the art design and mech design is grown on me, and we talked about the whole backpack system and stuff. Oh, you gonna say something? Comment?
Oh no, I was just laughing at something.
Ah, okay. I do gotta say though, rewatching this again, I am still kind of iffy on the whole plot of the show, essentially boiling down to it's a race war. I don't know. It's weird. Like, at least to me, when you boil down the whole war to just a race war, it feels kind of oversimplified.
Well, the thing is that it wasn't. The issue is not it's a race war. Like, they didn't really hammer it in until like episode 8 or something like that in the show. It's just that it's a poorly handled concept of the idea about you have like two different groups of people. One group where they're born with edited genes, and then another group that doesn't have edited genes.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'll let Joel finish and make my.
Can you?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, well, I also think they, in my opinion, they didn't show Cornelius being that better. Because the whole thing about Cornelius, they're supposed to be this super better people, super smart, super everything.
Well, that's like their selling point, but the show kind of shows that's not entirely the case. Like, because corners are essentially, they're the new types of this show. They're the new types. Ooh, so not necessarily, the Ubermensch. They're just the next step in human evolution.
I mean, they are able to drive mobile suits, which became the main combat, and then them using the Gundams makes them better because the Gundams were meant to be used for allowing a normal person to combat the mobile suits. So,
and Vaughn said the test pilots could barely get those things to move.
Yeah, that's that move. I do. It's weird. Like so far in episode 3, they haven't really dived too deep into the whole race war stuff going on, but like they do establish that this kind of boils down to essentially a race war, the coordinators versus the naturals, and it's like I don't know, it feels sort of kind of simplified because at least in my mind, when you hear like something like Gundam, the expectation you have, I wouldn't say necessarily like something more complex, but not, I don't know, not something simple as race war. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe I just have wrong expectations for the show. So, what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
No. You were gonna say something.
No. Oh yeah, I know. I'll just look it up. I discovered that apparently there's in one of the seed novels they introduced half coordinators.
Half breed. Wee. It's like
they have like according to the wiki, they're like above, like they're generally above those of their abilities generally above those of natural, but they're greatly diminished, varying to degrees compared to a quote unquote pure blooded coordinator.
Half breed. Wee. So they hate people like you, Ray? No. Maybe. Who knows? But again, it could just be my expectations for like something when I hear something like Gundam could be a little off. Who knows? Maybe that's a me thing. I'm only like 3 episodes in. I'll see if I if I rewatch and I go, oh yeah, they botched the whole race war thing. So,
okay, how about Kira Yamato, the main character? Kira and Arthur. What do you think of them? Them two protagonists.
The two protagonists. So far, Kira isn't as bad as I remember. He's not as bad as I remember, but at the same time, he feels a little meh, kind of bland.
He's inconsistently written. Like that's the main problem. Is that like at the beginning, like I think you'll see in episode 4 where like he breaks down. It's like I don't want to get on the Gundam, and then Ramos goes up us again to Gundam, and he goes yes.
Well, he did that in episode 3. Like in episode 3, it's like
okay,
he kind of feels like this like little like tantrum. Like, oh, let me guess, you guys are gonna make me get into robot, huh? Well, fine, I'll do it. Gosh. I feel like though at the same time that's not necessarily a bad thing. If they could explore upon such an idea more, like so like the idea of like your main character being like the main pilot of this robot, and he's reluctant to do it. Like I don't want to do it. Like this isn't my war. You could still like do like I don't want to do this, but I guess I'll do it. Like if you expand upon like like if the idea of like well, I'm just these guys technically they got more power I guess over me. I'm just some fucking kid who doesn't want to do this, but they're the adults, so I guess I gotta do what the adults say. I don't have to like it. If they if they expanded upon that, I don't know. I don't remember if they did that or not.
They didn't.
They didn't. Well, I'll see. But like, if
they just made Kira
but like
Kira Yamato. He has like the problem of being like he has like a similar problem to Rey.
Okay.
From Star Wars. Except he's a lot more whinier.
I suppose
because they want to highlight the fact that he's like overly empathetic to other people.
Yeah.
And to like he fights because of his friends.
Mm-hmm.
But what it comes across is that he's just a wimp.
I would, at least so far.
Especially when you have Flay in the mix. Oh boy.
Well,
Flay's gonna get insane.
I haven't gotten to Flay yet. I haven't gotten to Flay yet. But so far, the first 3 episodes, I wouldn't say he's a wimp. But like you get,
it gets just worse.
It's just so far he just seems, I don't know, not as interesting. As like there's nothing really there to I feel like the idea they're going for is he's just like supposed to be quote unquote just some average kid. Like I think that's what they're trying to do, but then at the same time they insert the fact that he's a coordinator and all that. So but
yeah,
but I guess the whole idea, but I guess but then again I feel like him being a coordinator still, like, they're trying to sell the idea, like, it doesn't matter if he's a coordinator or not, he's still just an average kid. But
then an average kid who's also son of a diplomat.
They don't establish
they keep adding in, it's like, he's an average kid who happens to be blank, 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 blank.
Okay, so
much like with Rey, it's like she's just an average nobody, who can do.
So
like,
I'm going to assume. Okay, so again, I'm still rewatching. I've only rewatched the first 3 episodes, but I'm going to assume that later on, the idea they were trying to go for was like the average kid is the pilot, and then as the war goes on, he becomes something more, I guess. Like the idea of but they kind of did it, in a weird way. Like, oh, it turns out he's the ultimate coordinator and the son of famous guy and all that, blah. Like, so like comparison. So like compared to something like let's go with like the original Gundam show. Like, so Amuro, the main kid Amuro, he's kind of just somewhat your average kid. Like, sure, he's not quirky science kid, that nerd, but at the same time he's just a kid, and the only real specialty behind him was his dad designed the Gundam, but his relationship with his dad was, but that's kind of only as far as it goes. His dad made the Gundam, but that's kind of it. And then as the show goes on, because of the war and constantly being in the Gundam and fighting all the time, his skills improve as a pilot and soldier, and then that evolves literally into becoming a new type. So I feel because again, Seed is supposed to be this like reimagining / retelling of a similar story to the original Gundam for a new generation. And so they're kind of trying to do that with Kira, but they kind of add on and all that. I feel like the idea of what they're doing with Kira, like the average kid becoming more, could possibly be better if they established that Kira wasn't a coordinator, and he just became that good on his own. Like he became like the next Mulu Flaga, which by the way, La Flaga still great. I love him. He's still great. Because LaFlaga,
him and Muru Ramos are my favorites.
Because LaFlaga's because like a character like Mulu Flaga is interesting, where he's not a coordinator, he's a natural, but like you see his skills as a pilot, it's like, whoa, like he's on par with a coordinator, but he's not. Holy shit! So maybe that idea could have gotten better if Kira, like, if what they did with Kira, instead of being the ultimate coordinator, was, oh, he just becomes as good as someone like Mulu Flaga. He's just that good for a natural. And then you could home in that, and then you could further home in that point that, like, oh, you know, Astron, why are we fighting this stupid race war? You're a coordinator, I'm a natural. Who fucking cares? We're friends. Let's stop fighting. So
honestly, it would have been fine. It would have been. I would say the interesting one would be you make Arthur the natural.
Ah.
While Kira's the coordinator, so you.
But
you keep the site still the same. Like you make it into like a secret. Like Arthur is.
Well, Astron is just posing as a coordinator. He's actually just that good of a natural in reality.
Yeah, well, yeah, not that good. Or it could be like his father did some, you know, shady things, like, you know.
Something like that, but like...
Yeah, something like that, but like the idea is that... I think it would be interesting because you're kind of trying to set up a rivalry where it's like, okay, they're friends...
who have no choice but to fight because of unfortunate circumstances.
To fight each other, and then they're getting into heated, and I think what the show kind of needed was a bit more personal drama.
So, it's funny you
like
say that.
Personal as in the relationship between Kira and Arthur, because most of the drama comes from everything else that's not the core conflict. That is supposed to make this show different from, like, OG Gundam.
Oh, excuse me, I got a burp. Oh, excuse me. I guess also speaking of Astron, so far, there hasn't been much, which is interesting. Because again, like, one of the core conflicts of the show is Kira and Atherin's unfortunate, you know, rivalry going on. I would say unfortunate, because it's not a rivalry they wanted, it's just imposed upon them due to the circumstances of the world. They have no choice but to fight each other.
It's more Atherin is like, hey, come on, join be with us as we try to do a race war.
I haven't got to... Alright. I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm still on episode 3. But like, it is interesting how that's supposed to be one of the core conflicts, and they do introduce that in episode 2. Right in episode 1, like, you know, like when that whole, you know, moment, that, you know, dramatic moment, like, oh my gosh, Astron, what are you doing here, Kira? Oh my goodness, did I almost kill Kira? What the fuck? No, that couldn't have been.
Like, that's essentially like end of episode 1 is supposed to be. That was the twist, is that, oh, these two friends just realized, oh crap.
So, but like, at least so far, there hasn't been much going on. Is Astron's like inner turmoil about the whole situation kind of is more emphasized in episode 3 than 2, but it's there. I think just overall, I want to say, I guess I could start summing things up now. I think overall, the first 3 episodes aren't as bad as I remember. I think things are, you know, I think that opinion will change as I continue rewatching the show and stuff. I just think so far, a lot of my opinions on Seed just kind of boils down to it's not as bad as I remember. There's a lot of concepts they introduced that I do think is unique, kind of neat. Honestly, I don't hate it as much as I don't hate it like I used to, but I feel like at least going off of like what I remember of what's gonna happen next, it does kind of drag down my opinion still.
Yeah, you're also gonna like remember you were out of it by the midpoint.
I was. But I'm gonna try to actually pay attention still. I'm gonna actually try paying attention. But like just so far, there's a lot of stuff with Seed that I do think now there's a lot of potential to be really interesting. I just don't remember it, them capitalizing on it as well. So,
yeah, because they have like different, like the type of show that I would have wrote in this kind of scenario is not the one they kind of went with, because they kind of wanted to be more on the relationship side of it and a lot more on the emotions.
Yeah.
Trying to make you feel about war criming.
Something like
and
that.
also the world buildings gets not.
It's a little okay, so like world building isn't. I'm not saying world building shouldn't be important, but like world building should suit the story you're trying to tell. The whole like race war thing on its own in like a vacuum kind of still iffy on, but I guess like when it comes to like the story you're trying to tell with Kira versus Atherin and all of that, I do think they could have reworked a few things around to be better. At least in my opinion, I think okay, actually, this just occurred to me. I think you could still have Kira being a coordinator and all that. It's just if Atherin either wasn't a coordinator, like you said, or there was no Atherin at all. But then at the same time, if you get rid of Atherin, that changes the whole dynamic of the story you're trying to tell. It's a different story now. So.
Yeah, you're essentially just doing a retelling of OG Gundam.
So
because you already have a Char Aznavour tied with that stupid
Lala Cruz.
Yeah, Lala Cruz. So like he's kind of filled into your Char archetype of being the rival, so that schemer who's out on personal vendettas, and then
yeah.
Like compared to like that's like the Seed's core story, at least in the original series, is that Arthur and Kira story. At least it should have been. Like that's kind of, I think that's kind of the core that people latch on to. Is not so much the characters themselves individually, it's their connection. Where like this is the idea of the Gundam series of it's about Arthur and Kira. And it failed on kind of fulfilling that promise all the way through. They kind of did like halfway through. Halvesies.
Yeah. But I guess I'll just have to confirm that myself as I go along with this rewatch. I don't think I'll be covering Seed again next week. At least like maybe if I reach like the halfway point of Seed, then I'll like do another one, and then I'll talk about it again when I get to like the end of Seed. And then after that we can watch Destiny, I guess. But yeah, I think just I guess just one more time just to reiterate, closing thoughts would be so far on Seed. My thoughts are not as bad as I remember. Perhaps I was a little too harsh on you, but it's not phenomenal. So But then again, that's just because my memory of what's to come is kind of weighing it down. So, I can at least admit that. So yeah, that's kind of
Alright.
Oh, you gonna call it?
Yep, I'm gonna call it. So have a good night, guys.
Okay.
Have a good night talking about Futurama.
Woo!
Oh, I will.
We will. Alright. See. Oh, and there goes Magic too. Alright. Well, at least Comet's here. Oh, but he's muted. Damn it! Oh well. So yeah, see, it's okay so far. It's okay. But you know what's great? Whoa! Why are you like this? What happened to your thing? Hold on. Oh, let me fix this. Let me fix this. Wham! There we go. Do 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 I'm going to jump! No, don't do it! Do a flip! Don't do it, Hermes! You have so much to live for!
Reverse psychology. Hermes, don't jump! Use another method that won't damage your liver! Other people need it, you know!
Oh, you see? You have to hit the bed?
Yeah, it's a 1:31. Good night.
Okay. Oh, well, in that case, then, give me a second. Well, in that case, if we're switching, then give me 1 second. Do. Give me 1 second, then. In that case, we can do this. Let me do this. Fit this to screen. Whammo. Okay, in that case, woo! It's the lunch break all over again. Woo! You sent me a meme in DMs? Okay. I'll check that out after stream. Actually, I might as well check it out now. Let me see. What did you send me? Oh, it's Azure Lane stuff. I don't know much about Azure Lane still. Damn it. Oh, that's a lot of words. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of words. Okay. Oh, and then there's a jump scare star scream. Ah! Get that little bitch away from me! Ah! All right.
Starscream jump scare.
Well, that's what it is. Like the meme anime, just like it's like long panels of like Azure Lane stuff, and then there's just Starscream at the bottom. Just so it's literally Starscream jump scare. Boo! Ah! So, I was in the middle of a Futurama joke. What was I gonna say? What? Oh yeah, just we need like a super bureaucrat. You cold? Damn it, Hermes! Just jump already! Quit hogging the perfectly.
Quit hogging that healthy liver.
Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Nick. I don't know what to say much about season 2. Because I'm gonna be honest, season 3 already has spoiled me a lot. Holy shit.
I know. If you want, we can go episode by episode.
Episode by episode? Okay.
Yeah, we briefly talk about each episode.
Yeah.
The first one is I second that emotion.
I second that emotion.
Oh, it's here. And here is the sewers library. Oh, it's here is crumpled up porno when Ayn Rand.
Hey, is it true?
I told that joke to Cal in a restaurant, and he just burst out laughing.
Hey, is it true that wait, was it no, it was alligators. Is it true that alligators flushed out the toilet and end up in the sewers? No, that's just an urban myth.
That's just an urban legend.
Well, what are those? Crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
Okay, I do want to. I actually real quick before we go by episode, I do want to say this. I do think I got what I want to say just overall about season 2, which is it's not oh, okay. When I say it's not bad, I don't mean like it's it's still really funny.
It's the weakest of the Fox seasons.
It's still really funny. It's just it really just feels like it's just season 1 extended. But like it's because season 3 spoiled me already. Holy shit. The fucking jaywalking joke, man. I can't get over it. It's so good.
I know.
You remember
I was thinking about that while I was grabbing a drink.
And you remember when Rudy Giuliani cracked down on jaywalking? No. Well,
No.
guess what? How do you like this action, Giuliani? And then the lizard runs him over. Ah! No, but it was I second that motion. That was a good one. I don't. It's,
It must take some sort of supercomputer to count all those rings. He's 5.
He's 5. Oh yeah. Also, I just like Bender, man. You know what it is? It could. I'm willing to chalk it up to recency bias for season 3, but at the same time, season 3 is just really good so far. I just don't think season 2 is as funny, but it's still really funny. It was like just a lot of funny moments.
You know, okay, so this season 2, I think has some good episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not as good as the ones you see in season 1, 3, or 4. Because you got some pretty good episodes, but like but they range around like the 7 out of the 10s rather than like the 9 or 10 out of 10s.
Yeah.
But still pretty fucking great.
Oh, I do know a 10 out of 10 episode from season 2 though. Episode Head and Poles. Nixon.
I know, but we'll get to that. But anything you want to say about I second that emotion?
It was fun.
Yeah.
How would you look at it? How would you like it if I flushed Fry down the toilet? I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, let's find out. Brannigan, begin again.
What makes a man neutral? I just like anytime Sap's on screen.
I know.
Come on, Girdle, hold it in, hold it in.
Hold in, Girdle. Hey, you forgot one thing. Rock crushes scissors. But paper covers rock. And scissors cuts paper. Kif, we have a conundrum.
We have a conundrum.
Search them for paper. And bring me a rock.
Sir, you're supposed to be down there cutting the ribbon. No worries.
Don't worry. I'll just use the ship's laser to cut it.
Whoops. Leela, does that place that makes your bra? Leela, does that place that makes your bra also make girdles? I gotta say, I think also this is it's still a really good Sap episode, but it's not my favorite Sap episode.
I know.
But still, it's... Oh my god.
But like, this, like, what a... That episode's great. Just so he's gonna kill us, isn't he? Yeah. like
Quick! This is this is great. If Zap is innocent, the sales will go to the roof. No, it was all my fault. As everything Zap said is true. No. You loved the Christmas. I loved the Christmas episode too, Chelsea.
But before that.
Nixon's back!
Nixon's back! Just what a fantastic episode.
That no good son of a bitch! How dare he run off with Richard Nixon?
This episode was great.
Now this is a party I could get behind, and voter apathy party.
Sorry, not with that attitude, buddy.
Aww.
Okay, whatever.
Welcome aboard,
brother.
All right. Get out.
You're out.
You're out. Now listen here, Missy. Computers may be twice as fast as they were in 1973, but your average voter is as drunk and stupid as ever. The only thing that's different is me. I've become bitter. And let's face it.
Let's face it.
Crazy over the ears. And once I'm served into office, I'll sell our children's organs. To zoos for meat.
To zoo. And I'm going to people's houses at night.
Please. What always gets me is the ending, just him barging in with the big robot body. Nixon's back! Unbelievable. He won by one
vote.
Ah, I knew I was forgetting to do something today. Miss... Every time I think of Nixon, I always think back to that one cosplay video of Nixon.
I know. Vote Nixon!
Vote Nixon!
The next episode is A Christmas Story.
You've all been very, very naughty.
Very naughty.
Except for you, Dr. Soyberg. This is for you. A pogo stick!
It's one of my favorite Christmas specials.
It's also nice seeing Fry trying to be nice to Leela. That's you know. Actually, wait. What? Yeah, I forget. Was Anthology season 2 or 3?
Season 2.
Season 2. Would that be the first time Fry and Leela, did it together? Even if it was, a made-up situation?
I guess so. Even though technically no, because again, made up.
Okay. But I love the Christmas special.
And then we got Why Must I Be a Crustacean in Love? This was my old swimming pool when I was alive. It used to be a lot bigger then. Who's that tough guy now, Feeny?
Who's a tough guy now? You don't. You smell Swiper. You're right.
You're right. My stink gland is weak.
You mean you have to decide between and having sex and dying, or
Wait, so you have to live or have sex? Yes. Tough call.
Tough call. Soyberg falls in love with the bicycle. I don't think Edna was a bicycle. But either way, she's dead now, so.
Yeah.
Those are the goals. I'm not lie, I really love that joke with this old. Who's the tough guy now, Vinny?
Who's that tough guy now, Vinny?
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Then we got the lesser of two evils.
Oh yeah, we get introduced to.
Bender was the one that stole the atom? I'm shocked. Well, not that shocked.
And we get introduced to Flexo.
Yeah.
I'm just jerking y'all.
Hey, Fry. Hey, look. Get it? It's chlorine. It's funny because it's poisonous.
Flexo's fun.
Flexo outranks me?
Flexo outranks me. Wait, Bender? That was you? What's with all this, the sweaters and the getup?
Alright. I was trying to go for some style.
Zoidberg's a fun guy, Chelsea. I love Zoidberg.
A Biclops built for two.
Oh, we also put your head on my shoulders, Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Fry actually. It's actually funny how Fry manages to get it on with almost everyone. I find it funny a lot of times Fry just ends up Fry just stumbles his way into sleeping with everyone. They think we're having sex. Wait, why aren't we having sex? Huh, good point.
I don't know. And then they just start making out.
Yeah. Oh. They're just playing cards. Hey, while
we're being told, you want to do it? Sure.
Yeah.
Raging Bender.
I am Destructor! I love this. I love Destructor.
No, I was all like, see the fight.
You are a woman. You do not have warrior spirit. Therefore, I win. Ha 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 ha. Want to rematch? I win again. Ha 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 ha.
Not enough? I thought so.
I just love Destructor. My leg feels funny!
A Biclops built for two. Okay, Alzar. I just got one more question. What is it? If you could change your shape, why didn't you change your changes shape in the one place that matters most.
Why did you plan all your weddings on the same day? No,
Hey, do you know how expensive it is to rent a shape-changing tux?
Also love how Fry just manages to both get in and out of situations just by being dumb.
I know.
Ugh. Bender, come on! Bender, come on! We got go see what's on the side of that fence.
No thanks. I think I'm good.
Come on, Bender. There's probably a lot of stuff you can loot.
I don't know. For the first time in my life, I think I've stolen enough.
Get a hold of yourself, Bender! Huh.
You're right, Fry. I know what came over me. I love stealing. I love taking things.
Look, it's the same statue, but it has 8 eyes. Yeah, check out this mural. It has no eyes.
It has no eyes.
It just pops off all the times.
Also, the fact that the dude is. It's horrible in here. If there's no bathroom, I'm just dropping things where I go. Oh, like an animal in the zoo. Animals going
in the corner.
The corner. Why did I think of that?
The Mayor with Kids parody rate. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what would have been? It would have been awesome if they got Al Zarf to be voiced by Al Bundy. Just to hammer it more.
Hey, if you want to take a glance at what your future's gonna be like, just look at the seat next to you. Sir, there's a problem.
Hey, Bundy, I'm having steak for dinner. What are you having? If I was the man, I'd be having your wife.
Well, you see, ma'am, these like an elevator, these heels have a 2-ton weight limit. I'm still waiting for that to be a command. Megatron, my heels broke. Oh, now you see, Clubber, that's your problem.
That's your problem. The heels have a 2-ton weight limit.
No, I could, if you want, I could just nail the soles into the bottom of your feet. That way you'll have, better traction.
So either lose some weight, or not, or just go barefoot. It's not like you're using your legs anyway. I, for one, thought that was hilarious.
That was funny. I was in the middle of a thought. I don't remember what I said. I'm calling it now. I don't think Leela's actually an alien.
And then we get a clone of my own.
Oh yeah, Q-Bird.
Did I blow your mind when I told you Q-Bert was voiced by Sally?
Yes, you did.
What if I blow your mind by telling you that she also voiced Lola Bunny in Space Jam?
Okay, that I could believe. See, I thought you were gonna say Lola from Looney Tunes show, the superior Lola.
No. I think she also voiced Lola in not Looney Tunes show, but the show after that called Wabbit.
Ah. Yeah, but it's not Lola from Looney Tunes show, so I don't really have an attachment. What?
I just got hit by a car. Oh, sorry, Starscream. I didn't see you there. I was texting. Bing! Starscream checks his phone. I'm gonna ram into you.
I'm gonna ram into you. Oh yeah, I also remember. I also love how last season 2 episodes, as they went on, the more my mind more my mind just got blown by. Oh my gosh, Nick, you didn't tell me this was a parody episode. A clone of my own. It's like, Nick, you didn't tell me this was gonna be a Matrix parody. What? They hooked up the professor. Like, what were you seeing? Oh, it was like we were all in one big retirement home in Atlanta.
And Atlanta, waiting for our children who never call. Oh my gosh,
Gosh,
that's
that's
horrible.
horrible.
Just
Did that lump talk? It's just I have lump talking syndrome.
I have talking hump syndrome.
HTS.
THS.
THS. I love the robots just accept it. It's like,
like that's an actual condition.
You need a DNA. It's impossible. You're gonna need a DNA sample. Oh, I think I know where we can get a DNA sample. Sing. They bring out the biggest jar. Here you go, DNA sample. No, we only just needed one.
We only needed one cell.
All right.
It's too short. We'll never make it. Yes, we will. Go. Told ya.
The professor's hooked in, and we need to disconnect them safely and slowly. One wrong move could flatline him. The robot show, they just pull him out entirely. Wake up, Professor! Wake up! The only one who knows how to fix the engines is the professor! It's impossible! It's not impossible! I know how to fix the engines! It came to me in a dream! It's not impossible! Well, then explain how it works. That I cannot! It came to me in a dream!
What? You ever seen Genius's wiener before? No. Well, it was before.
Why is this?
Unfortunately, Why, this is my universal translator. Unfortunately, it only translates to an incomprehensible dead language.
Hello, bonjour.
Crazy gibberish. Did I blow your mind when I told you that in the pilot when the future is counting down for New Year's when they get to France, they're not speaking French.
I wouldn't say it blew my mind, but like it just didn't, I didn't know that. Like I didn't hear it. It's like, oh.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's like, ah.
Yeah, it's like, ah.
They really thought this shit through.
Chelsea is Looney Tunes show. Lola, change your mind, Ray.
I agree with you.
Oh, and then the next one, how Hermes requisitioned.
Hermes requisitioned his groove back.
I think that's contending with one of my favorite episodes, season 2. Cause again, damn it, Hermes, just jump! Quit hogging up healthy liver.
Your healthy liver. It's a letter from the central bureaucracy.
See? You're about to receive a letter from the central bureaucracy.
Oh my gosh! It's the central bureaucracy! It's from the central bureaucracy!
I love how Fry was able to get it. I was able to sleep with a woman just by being a stupid slob. Yeah, I just really loved that episode. The fucking Hermes suicide jokes is it always gets.
Huh, Hermes, you're doing this awfully well. Don't worry, I have
a plan. I'm going to jump! Don't do it! Do a flip! Hermes, don't jump! Find another
way that won't damage your liver! Other people need it, you know!
Oh yeah, the next up, Deep South. My home!
My home! It burned down! How could this happen? That's a very good question.
Oh,
there's why I left my cigar. That just raises another question.
So you're saying we're in international waters?
Uh-huh.
Well, guess what you guys are all accomplices to?
Hey, guess what you're all accomplices to?
Oh, go ahead.
The Deep South has my favorite, like, just setup to an episode, mostly because just, like, for the first, like, 3 minutes, it's just fishing. And just fishing jokes.
My man-witch!
My man-witch!
I love how Fry was able to fish out the man-witch still a hole out of the fish's belly.
Yeah.
My man-witch!
My man-witch!
Wait,
the laws of science be a harsh mistress.
Zoiper? You don't wear boots.
You don't wear boots. I wasn't wearing it. I was eating it. Bender gets made.
I am.
The clamps!
The clamps! Quick! He's getting away! No, I wasn't! I was just picking my nose! He's picking his nose! Get him! Ah! Now you watch. We're watching where you put your finger. Oh, that's all right. I barely use my nose anyways. I love the gag where Bender just pulls out human parts and puts it on.
I know. You know what's funny? After Bender gets made, we just get, well, I would say 5 straight up fantastic episodes.
Yeah.
Because we got Mother's Day. Cock-Earth, you bastards! Cock-Earth, us bastards!
Us bastards! No,
my man gonna touch mommy?
The follow-up to that joke too is just, now we're going to practice by putting Mother's on using one of Mother's bras.
I also love that. You also got Larry. She keeps the remote device in her
bra.
And that, so we just gotta remove her bra.
Bra.
Leela, bring fire.
No, we have plenty of that already.
What happens when the fire goes out? We go over to the hardware store and steal their fire.
We could use my new invention. It's a pointy stick. It's a pointy rock.
It's a pointy rock with a stick attached.
Intruders!
Defend the fire!
Defend the fire! No way! Mom's sister rebelled, so I'm rebelling. So I'm not gonna do my work at all. Just goes to the couch with the imprint in it.
With his imprint.
And then at the end of the episode, well, back to work. Goes to the couch with the imprint in it.
What I love is just like I think this episode has some of Mom's best moments. Just because her insults are fan-fucking-tastic. Cramity!
Cramity! 12 feet, 15, 16, 15 feet. Who cares? You should see the new 16 feet. 16
feet! He's going to hell! And then you get a problem with Poplar.
Oh wait, also one of my favorite jokes though from on Mother's Day. No, Bender! Alcohol is the opiate of the human bourgeoisie! Say what?
Say what?
In our Robo Revolution, we will only drink efficient fuel!
That's redundant,
comrade! No!
But problem with Poplars.
Oh, great. Idiots here. Why don't you explain your plan to Wingus and Dingus over there? Wingus,
here's the plan. Also, just the fucking, hippie. What a great and what an accurate portrayal of hippies.
I can't believe there's just a whole line of that family of hippies that are just gonna be succumb to animal the hippie that gets eaten here. I am Lur, leader of Omicron Pussyade, and
whoa,
my hands are huge.
Oh, my fingers. They can touch anything themselves. Oh.
Yeah, Ray. No, we taught a lion to eat tofu. The lion's just starving. That orangutan looks nothing like me. His hair's all wrong. Not to worry, Kifir can pretty him up, as you can see.
Will you please be quiet? I'm in the process of creating here.
I'm in the process of creating here. An anthology of interest. Iron Man Bender. Just floating his face without him. I don't know why it always...
You've killed me! Oh my gosh! What have I done? I just told you! You've killed me! Also the first appearance of Scruffy. Well, the first speaking appearance of Scruffy.
Who are you? Scruffy.
I'm Scruffy, the janitor.
I've never seen you before.
I've never seen you before, neither. And then, because of that one joke, because they needed someone, another person, to kill, instead of just doing odd jobs, he's now a full member of Planet Express.
Scruffy, janitor.
Scruffy, the janitor.
Ray, you shouldn't eat living things. Okay, we won't eat you.
You shouldn't eat living things. Ow! Okay, we won't eat you.
Okay, we won't eat you. So that's what it would be like if I invented the
drifting longer. A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
That's the most ridiculous hogwash I've ever seen. Stephen Hawking at a pizzeria.
And of course, war is the H word.
I
I love how you just went. Why didn't you tell me this was a Starship Troopers parody?
We don't know exactly what they are, but we do know this. They stand for everything that
We're against.
Also,
they told me you look
you
like
guys,
dark.
they look like dorks. So just to be clear, we can sign up and then just completely drop afterwards just to get our cards, right? A complete scam. Yes.
You know, playing you guys' drums. Yes, that's how it could work. All right. Unless of
war
course
were declared.
declared.
What was that?
Declared.
War declared. War were declared. Our policy is if you're not 100% satisfied, then I hate you.
If you're not 100% satisfied, then I hate you. Remember, Fried, after you kill your enemy to eat their hearts, to gain their courage, their tasty courage.
Hey, Zap! Lila! It was you!
It was you who I was attracted to. I've never been so happy to be beaten up by a woman. Let's do it again sometime.
Darren, it's the worst kind of discrimination. The kind against me.
That's the worst kind of discrimination. The kind against me.
Oh,
There will be no women and soldiers. Not while I'm in charge.
Not while I'm in charge. In the next episode to wear
the wear card, the honking.
The honking.
Just an American Werewolf from London parody.
Yes, he's going after me. He's trying to kill me. I knew you were my best friend, Bender.
Fantastic Halloween episode.
Or the devil car, or he could still be in his old hiding place, Anti-Chrysler. It's a great Anti-Chrysler. Oh my gosh. Oh no! There's no exhaust! We're all scared of we're all scared. It's the human condition. One thing I put on this tough guy facade. Now beat it.
We're all scared. It's the human condition. Why do you think I put on this tough guy persona?
Now beat it. Honk honk.
And of course, the season ends with the cryonic war. We get Fry's coming back. I remember you losing at the Los Angeles jokes.
Because it was great. It's like, but you mean it's not the future? No, this is just Los. But the dark sky, the pollution. Well, it's Los Angeles.
That's Los Angeles for you.
And you know the scary gangs driving by. Yeah, Los Angeles.
LA.
And the kids. And the kids tried to kill us.
Man, this guy won't stop with the social commentary.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow. No! It puts on
This man's having a heart attack! Heck!
We have.
Don't worry, I got this. We'll not freeze him when we can give him a cure. We have the cure for that now!
Oh!
Then you won't mind if I use this.
You know what I used to. Kind of the perfect bitchy GF is voiced by Sarah Silverman. Was oh, is she not a good person?
Sonic.
Ah. Okay. I see. Okay then. And Fry, you could do so much better than Michelle.
Maybe someday.
Someday. It'll happen. the fucking LA jokes. That was the highlight for me for that episode. Man, this guy just won't stop with the social commentary. Say, Professor, can I have my old job back? Oh, sure. I completely forgot why I fired you in the first place.
He destroyed your business, your home, and all your other possessions.
Oh, yeah. Get lost. Ah!
And that's how we learned our lesson.
That's how we learn our lesson. Yeah, I think overall season 2 is still really good. It's still really fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, man. So far, season 3 though, it's just been. And the winner is number 3.
Number 3 in a quantum finish.
No fair.
No fair. You change the outcome by measuring it.
Hopefully we could do season 3 next week because oh my gosh, so I look at the Friarish. I get it now.
You get why it's my favorite episode.
I get it now. I understand. Well, not only was that ending, but also just it was really fun again.
I know it was funny.
Remember when Rudy Giuliani cracked down on jaywalking? No.
No.
Well, guess what? How I take this action, Rudy. Oh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Season 3's. I literally can't wait for next. Hopefully next week. Season 3 is just. Oh my gosh. It's so good so far. Don't do it! He's evil! I know he is, but I have no choice.
I know he is, but I have no choice.
What? Where are we right now on season 3 again?
We'd have to look.
We have to look. Okay. Oh, now I remember. We're gonna rewatch the day the Earth stood stupid. Fry, here you go. Oh, thanks. Toss it in the fire. No! Ah, fire hot. Let me.
The professor will help.
Oh,
the fire indeed hot.
New York City! Stop being
acting so stupid!
But yeah, season 2 though is still really good though. I'm loving it. But oh my gosh, I can't lie. God, dude, how? What? So you said season 2 aired immediately after season 1. What was the gap between 2 and 3?
The gap between 2 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same? Wow.
Wait, 2 months.
2 months?
No,
Oh.
oh shit, no.
No?
Oh, well, wait, I'm being stupid. Yeah, 2 months.
2 months? Okay.
You know, it is December 2000 and the February 2001 threw me off.
Ah, okay. Wow, because I guess those 2 months were really productive because they really, man, they just so far, man, they just really stepped up their quality. It's really good so far. But I still love season 2. Yeah, actually, you know, think about it. Yeah, Hermes gets his requisition back. Still my favorite episode of that season. I love Hermes. I still got it. Soy
I
book.
still got the moves.
Soy book.
Soy book.
No, the door,
another inch.
Just open the door, you hot dog. Yes,
Yes, dear.
This goes to that little kid who is limboing up in heaven.
Limboing up in heaven right now. But this season is pretty good, especially near the end where we start getting some really great ones.
Yeah. What was your favorite episode of season 2?
I'm probably gonna say war is the H word.
I love that episode too. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, do I have the hiccups? I swear if I do, I'm gonna be so upset. Oh my gosh. Do we like CRTV, Chelsea? I don't know. I don't have CRTV, so I can't say. I can't really say, Chelsea. So I mean, I used to have one, but I was like, that was a while back. So yeah, I season 2 is still really good though. But I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to continue season 3. It's yeah, I forget. What did you say was your favorite episode of season 1 again, Nick?
Fuck. I don't remember because changed that episode. That season 1 was a perfect first season. Because like that episode, that season had some 10 out of 10 contenders.
That's true. That. Yeah, season 1 was really good too. No, I think I know. I think I now remember what it is. It's either between the pilot or it's either the pilot or a big piece of garbage. Just not only because it's an Armageddon parody, but also just that visual cackle. All right, fine. I'll get rid of the bomb. Hey, bounces up cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Futurama so far is just really good. I'm having a blast so far. This is good. This. I guess Nick will say it's peak television.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't. All right. How long would we be going now? Well, like 3 hours now. It's like 11:23. I don't really got anything else to say about Futurama anymore. It's just really funny so far.
The show is fantastic. I love it.
It's great. I'm loving it. All right. I think then with that said, then we can we can call this podcast here. So yeah, what was I say? Oh yeah, tomorrow will be Sonic Sunday. We're gonna finish up Sonic Adventure 2. Woo! At last. And then after that, like I said, we're probably gonna take a little short break from Sonic Sundays. At least till I get like a emulator or something up and running so we can play Sonic Heroes. And then yeah, I need to come up with a schedule for next week too. Damn. Oh, I do know I do know next week though. I do want to continue that visual novel. Carl.
Just 10 out of 10 game when he just showed up.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for the stream, Chelsea. No problem. Alright, so yeah, so tomorrow will be Sonic Sunday. At least the last one for like a short while. And then we'll go back to it. Alright, so with that said then, thank you everyone who came. And until next time, good night! Oh, and also watch Futurama. Good night! Damn it, homies! Just jump already!
Jump already! Stop hogging that
Okay,
liver!